present you, do it for future you, because I can promise you that future you also doesn't want to do it. This shit works because wow. I'm so glad that I went and seen another human. Cry my heart out journal. Hello everybody and welcome to how I try to have a good day every day. So obviously we're going to start in the morning. I'm going to take you through my day-to-day in a bit more of like a habits way. I want to show you everything I do to make myself feel good and try and set myself up to have a good day, so a good week. And my morning routine recently has been actually really quite different. I think I'm going to film a morning routine soon. It's starting significantly earlier, as you can see from the dark skies, but I'm really enjoying it because I just sit down on my sofa and do nothing. You guys know that my favourite thing to do in the morning is to stick my head out the windows and just breathe. So take this as your calm moment, silent moment in the day, because I doubt you've probably had one today. It's something that we forget to do as humans. After I've had my quiet moment, checked in with my breath, breathed some fresh air, like I said, I love to just sit down on my sofa, get my fairy lights on, get all cozy, and I've started ice rolling again, and this is mainly because otherwise I just fall back asleep. Like, it's really nice on my eyes before I journal and read, because if not, the other day I didn't do this, I forgot, and I literally fell asleep reading my book. But for me, I have to get up in the morning to something that I really want to do. If I get up and I'm like, yeah, go straight to the gym and grind, I like won't get up and out of bed because I'm not excited, and quite frankly, I don't want to. So to give myself a good chance of actually getting up in the morning and having a good start to my day, it has to be calming, it has to be something nice, enjoyable, and then, like we are here, we can get up and we can get ready for the gym. Because I am getting up a bit earlier now, I just eat depending on how hungry I am. Sometimes I'll have my porridge before and sometimes I'll have it after. So here, I was just having a bagel. Don't worry, I'm gonna bring you. And then I thought it would be quite nice to bring you to the gym with me. So today was my squat day on Shreddy, and there are definitely some unflattering clips in this gym segment, but you know what? It's the gym, that's what it's like. So we had 5x5 squats, and this was my first time squatting 5x5 at 60 kg back in a long while. And then we had some RDLs, and it was actually really helpful to film these because I can watch my form, and maybe I shouldn't be going down that low, but I'm really enjoying RDLs at the moment actually. And then we have lunges, which maybe I should straighten my back up a bit more for, but these kill my lower back, and I don't know why. I do have a fracture in my lower back, so that probably has something to do with it. And then this clip, we're not going to talk about it. Why is this so unflattering? But you know, this is the reality of the gym. Okay, gym isn't the place I'm going anyway, to look nice and to look cute. Like, this is not a cute clip, but it means I'm working nice and hard. And then we did actually finish with like 2 sets of abs after this, but I didn't film it. So that was my morning and my little gym session. Am I a gym influencer now? High five to me. Guys, it is such a gorgeous morning and it is still only 8:39. I'm really loving this new little routine I've put into place. I think I'm gonna film a morning routine soon, but it is like crisp, but there is sun out and it is just so lovely. Anyway, let's go back and eat some porridge because I've been waiting for this. See, this shit works because wow, I am in a great mood. A proper hello, welcome to today's video. I'm actually really excited about this one because we're gonna do a little daily vlog, but very much focusing on my habits and like what I do every day to try and have a good day every day. I made a podcast titled this a while ago now, actually, a good few months ago, and it's actually like up there with one of my most listened to podcasts. So I thought I would bring it to you in video form. And like I said, do a daily vlog, but more focused in on the habits and what I'm doing to make myself feel good. The routine I put myself in and the little things, yeah, I do every day to try and just like have the best day. Something I'm trying to do recently is actually, and you might laugh and be like, recently? Is try and make myself feel good. Like, try and make myself feel like I look cute. And today that is literally just a headband. I've curled my eyelashes and I've got my hoops in. On Tuesday, that was a really cute outfit, face full of makeup, ribbon in the hair, like whatever it is day to day that I'm like, oh, that just made me feel a little bit cuter, because I am so guilty of just like putting on even sometimes like a dirty jumper, trackies, hair up, like didn't even really like brush my eyebrows through. and just like sit like that all day and like go into WeWork like that. Day to day and in general, I'm trying to make more of an effort, and I think that's become a lot easier now that I've had that big wardrobe clear out, because I feel like I can actually look at what I own and like pick an outfit and stuff. So that's fun. Saying that though, today we do just have cargos on and a jumper. In my podcast, I spoke about 2 different kind of days I have, because obviously I am self-employed. I kind of work for myself and from home, but I try and not work from home. I try and work from WeWork, which is something that has helped me so much and is 100% part of like how I have a good day every day, is getting up and out of the house. I cannot urge you enough, if you work from home, to get up and get out to a coffee shop. If you do have like a WeWork membership with your work, if you're lucky enough to, so you can go in and use a co-working space, or if you have an office you can go into and you don't, because maybe you're a bit lazy and it's raining and you don't want to get dressed, I cannot urge you enough to get up and out of the house. I'm gonna leave the podcast where I talk about all of this linked below, because obviously I can say more in like I think it's like a 45-50 minute podcast. Today is just like showing you it, having a bit of fun with it. But today we are gonna have like a half and half day. I was gonna go straight to WeWork now, do all my work, come home, film my podcast. But I actually feel like I'm in a really good mood and I don't wanna come home like tired later. So I'm gonna sit for about half an hour, 40 minutes after I've eaten this, plan my podcast, film it, and then we can go into WeWork and edit it and upload it and do some other stuff. Where I was going with that is that on a weekday now, I rarely have a coffee at home, because I only try and have one coffee, and I have it at WeWork, and I have to have it at around this time, because I found out, I can't remember the guy's name, he's quite big in like the David Goggins world, if you know what I mean, like those kind of people. That's such a good coffee, what the heck. But I can't remember his name. But he did a video, and I'll link it down below as well, like the perfect morning routine. If you've watched my video where I test the perfect morning routine, ever since that day, this is what I do. And I will not have a coffee till at least 2 hours after I've woken up, and preferably after I've done some form of exercise, because I'm gonna get sciencey on you, but like in a girly way, because I'm not sure the actual like terminology. But essentially, coffee blocks your tired like hormones, your tired feeling. It doesn't wake you up, it just like blocks them from coming into your system. And then when the coffee like wears off and the caffeine wears off, then they'll start to flow around. So when you're having like a groggy morning, you don't need to like have a coffee, because all that's going to do is stop it. And then when that wears off at about midday, those feelings are going to start, they've not disappeared, they're still there, they're waiting to come through. Like, you need to let them pass. So have a groggy, slow morning, do your thing, but don't have a coffee. And going to the gym and exercising helps get those like tired hormones, feelings, whatever it is, out of your body, out of your system. We all know this by now, but porridge is an absolute must for me every day to have a good day. So fucking good. Try and find a breakfast that fills you up, but you also cannot wait to have every single day. Like, I think that is so important. I said at the beginning of this video, I will not get up out of bed if I know I'm gonna have a bad time. If you're trying to chow down some like green juice kale smoothie that you hate every morning, you're not gonna want to get out of bed. You're gonna start your day off on the wrong foot. Like, yeah, sure, it's good and those things are good for you, but for me personally, it's got to be a breakfast that like I absolutely love and can't wait to eat. You know, if you can talk yourself out of something, you can fully talk yourself into something. Self-talk is so powerful in both negative and positive ways. Both are just as strong as each other. You can literally talk yourself out of going somewhere. That is fucking crazy. But guess what? It's not, because it also means that you have the power within yourself to talk yourself into going. So just talk yourself into going, pick your heart and show up. Podcast done. How I try and have a good day every day is do, oh my God, what I said I was going to do. Does absolute wonders for your confidence and your day, because you feel unstoppable. Something else I try, this is in capital letters, asterisk, try to do every day to have a good day, is to try and stay on top of my washing up, which might sound silly, but it can get the best of you, especially when, again, might sound silly, but for me, especially when like there's no one else here. So it's kind of like, well, no one else is going to be affected by my mess. So there's no like secondary reason. But you know, if you used to live with people at uni, it's like, okay, well, I don't really want to, but you know, I can't leave the kitchen like this because Gabby needs to cook in a minute. So you do it for them. But like, when you don't have to do it for anyone else, it's kind of like, well, I don't want to right now. So like, I'll just do it later. But if you're not going to do it for present you, do it for future you, because I can promise you that future you also doesn't want to do it. There's nothing worse than when I come back from a day at WeWork, I'm like, I've got to clean up my breakfast And like I can't start cooking until I wash my pan from the morning and stuff. It's like, why am I not making life easy for myself here? So that is very much something that I try and do every day. My new pan is so easy to wash. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, now it's actually only 22:12. Part of me is very much like, do I stay here till lunch? Just eat lunch here so I don't have to bring it. But I think that is me being a bit of a cop-out, because I know for a while I'm not going to sit down and work now until I get hungry. So we're going to make lunch and bring it and get to WeWork. Showing up for yourself in the day means that you can actually chill out and actually do nothing later. Something I talk about in the podcast is trying to like work hard and play hard and like rest hard at the same time. You know, when you're in that state where you really feel like you need to rest, but you've actually got stuff to do. So you try and like do your work from your bed, but then by the end of the day, you feel like you haven't rested and you haven't worked very hard. So you don't go to bed feeling good. Whereas if you show up for yourself and work hard for a good few hours in the day, you can chill in the evening. At the moment, I'm having some chicken bagels for lunch. So let's do that. Big part of me having a good day every day is eating good. If I eat good, I feel good, I've got energy, and I'm really trying to work on, and have been for ages now, eating food for fuel, eating lots of greens and getting in enough carbs and getting in enough protein and enough colour and enough veggies and all that good stuff. Slightly apprehensive of this surviving and also like being relatively easy to eat. The 3 p.m. slump, I don't know if you can even see at the time, it's 2:55, has hit in perfect timing. I've got a few more things that I really want to do. I'm going to take one thing off my list and give it to tomorrow because one, I'm going to have nothing to do tomorrow if not, and two, I ended up having to do some other things that got sprung on me. A lot of emails, like a new campaign concept and stuff. So I'll be bouncy in this job. Sometimes you just get things thrown on you or you forget about something. So instead of slumping and going home, I would really like to finish what I started. Let me go get some fresh air. Something I'm really bad at is like having a break in the day. I tend to just like power through and like finish early, but it's like, let me just go and breathe outside. Go on a walk. There's a Tesco up here. Gonna get myself a Pepsi Max and then we can get back to it. Tesco didn't have a can, but there is a Sainsbury's. So everybody cross your fingers and your toes. Jackpot. Woohoo! Do you know what I would absolutely love? A pinball. I'm not gonna do that because I have to buy a whole packet of pinballs. My like only task left, 2 tasks left for the day, are 2 things I really don't want to do. I really don't want to do. I want to go to sleep. My timings today are wonderful. It's 4 minutes to 5. Let's get home. Guys, I might be going to the cinema. I might actually be seeing another human today. One way I really try and have a good day / just like good week is to make sure I'm seeing humans often enough. And I kind of yesterday and then like definitely today was like, I don't want to spend another evening alone in the flat anyway. So I was like, maybe I'll go to the cinema. And then I was like, oh, it's at 6:20. I'm only just getting home, it's 5:20. And then me and Carter at the same time, he was like, why don't you go to the cinema? And I was like, I really want to go to the cinema. And I was like, oh my God, that's a sign. And I was like, maybe I'll ask Molly. And she was like, yeah, but it is in like an hour. And I haven't, well, obviously at lunch. And like, I'm not hungry, but I'm kind of hungry. So I was gonna have like a burger and chips. And I'm kind of like, shall I make the burger? And then I'll make like the chips and the veg when I come home if I'm hungry again. I realized that I haven't seen a human in nearly 5 days. So no wonder I'm starting to feel a bit like, something's a bit off. So it'd be nice to see another human and have a conversation and laugh. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully that goes ahead, but I'm just gonna throw together some chicken burgers. I've got like chicken sizzlers, the thin chicken breasts from Aldi. They're my favorite things to buy. So I'm gonna attempt to like flour, egg and breadcrumb. I think I might do 2 of these. Brioche bun, I've got some cucumber, some salad, some mayo, some cheese. It'll be yum. Woohoo! Cinema is booked. So let's quickly, get this burger on. I was gonna change, but I actually don't think I will. But I think what I will do is like wash my face and do my evening skincare, because you know that feeling of when you just want to like rip your face off. I'm really excited to go to the cinema and more importantly, see Molly. I was literally watching Holly B Fitness's video this morning and I've been thinking about like going to the cinema for ages. because I've got Everyman gift vouchers to use, but Everyman show like one film. So, and for the longest time it's been Barbie and Oppenheimer, both of which I've seen. And then she was saying she went to the cinema because she was just tired and watched this film called Scrapper. She said it felt like a big hug. And I was like, I'm gonna go to the cinema tonight and watch Scrapper. I'm hungry and I was supposed to leave 10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna have to Uber. Oops. Me forgetting that is fresh, and I mean not even 5 fresh seconds ago out of the air fryer. Yum though. Okay, no jokes when I say I'm about to start sprinting. I can literally see where we're going. Can you see where it says home over there? Probably not. Well, it's 6:20 right now. I braved the tram. I didn't get an Uber because it was like a tenner, and then you've watched what I spend in a week trying not to do that. Anyway, I'm only running because I'm scared because it's like a bit of an independent film. I've never been to the cinema. I don't know if adverts are a thing.
It's not allowed. It's murder, it's music, incredible actors, and it's just and a really heartfelt story as well.
Happy Unscattered Murder Podcast!
I promise I've actually, oh my god, I'm really gonna cry my eyes out. I promise I've actually had the best evening ever, and this is so annoying because it makes it look like I haven't. I swear to God, I just posted an Instagram story saying I've had the best night ever, but I think I'm due on, right? So my boyfriend just texted me saying, love you. I said, love you too. Do you want to see a really soppy TikTok that I made yesterday that made me cry a lot yesterday? If you know the guy on TikTok, I think his name's Daniel something, and he does the, I don't want to settle. I want someone to sweep me off my feet and speak it slow like I'm special. Da 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 da. That sound like just makes me cry my eyes out. And I made a cute little TikTok of it to like me and my boyfriend. I haven't posted it. I might post it. But I just showed him it and he was like, yeah, that's really cute. And I was like, how cute is the second video? And now I'm crying again. And I don't know why. Because I've actually had, there we go, I'm fine again. He's just replied, I can't look at it for a minute. I've had the best night. I'm so glad that I went and seen another human. It's so funny because Molly has just also started living on her own for the first time. And she was like, me and Molly are such gigglers. Like, oh my God, you guys are gonna need to meet Molly properly. I actually did a vlog at Molly's flat the other day. So maybe I'll put some of it in here in case, I don't know, this vlog isn't long enough or you just wanna see. Because I was weekly vlogging this week, but it just didn't really end up going to plan because I've been really up and down this week, if you can't tell. So I feel like I've just like missed too much for it to make sense, which is a shame. Guys, by the way, if there is a cinema near you showing the film Scrapper, oh my God, when I say I literally want to go back tomorrow and watch it, that is what's put me in such a good mood. It was so unexpectedly funny. Like, I was not expecting it at all. And I was, when I say, like, there is no words I can tell you right now that you'll believe me. I was sat like this. One time I had my scarf all the way around my face. I was like biting my jumper. I was belly laughing. And I think it's because I didn't expect it to be that kind of humor. Like, if you've watched This Country or Stuff Let's Flats, it was like that, but in like a more like toned down, like normal way, which just made it like, it was so bang on my humor. And obviously me and Molly haven't been friends for that long. So we sat down and I was a bit like, oh no, like I made these plans, which is a bit rogue for me. But I was gonna go anyway, so I was like, do you wanna come with me? Like, I'd love to go to the cinema with you. And I was like, oh no, like I don't think this is her quite humor, I don't think she gets it. I swear to God, we were the only two in there belly laughing. It is the funniest thing I've seen in so long. It put me in such a good mood, but at the same time I also cried at the end because it was like such a good film and it was so like heartwarming. Holly said it felt like a hug, and oh my God, it did, but also just like, it felt like the funniest hour of my life ever. If there is somewhere near you, like probably a smaller, like more independent cinema showing Scrapper, God, it was fucking fantastic. Anyway, she sat down and she was like, do you ever get it when like, and I was like, yeah. I feel like I already know what you're gonna say, like, it's just girly things, living alone. And she was like I'm fine. And I was like, yes. And she was like, but, and I was like, something's just off, isn't it? She's like, something, it's just, and I was like, I literally texted my boyfriend yesterday saying, actually, and this is all before the film started and we were proper giggling. I felt really bad. I felt like we were gonna get kicked out. I was like, I texted Carter yesterday saying like, I don't actually think I feel that good. And then he called me and he was like, what's up? And I was like, nothing, I'm absolutely fine. I just feel like I could. And he was like, go on. And I went, I was like, I get it. I was like, you just have to really check in with yourself and be like, when's the last time I seen a human? I've just had such a good evening and it was really funny. But anyway, it's now like 9:30 to be fair, so I need to get in bed. I've just spent like an hour posting something that I wanted, posting some posts that I didn't get to post before I left because I was in a rush. And like I said earlier, something that I always try and do is make sure that I'm leaving my flat nice and clean which is annoying for me right now because I made my dinner and just like ran out. But to be fair, there's really not much to do. And then I will show you my nighttime routine. I won't show you me washing up again because that's just a bit boring. So we're gonna set the scene in the room now actually, because that's what I like to do. I like to give it a minute to really marinate in the sleepiness, you know? Okay, Google, play my sleep playlist from Spotify. And then we turn our sunset lamp on. Gorgeous. You'll see it better in the dark in a minute. I'm trying to get in bed now that I'm trying to get up at 6. At this kind of time, like I'm really trying to get in bed like earlier rather than later, like get off my phone and just get in bed, especially because I'm actually really enjoying my book. I find it quite hard to do that if I don't have a book I'm enjoying or something. It's kind of like, well, what am I going to do? But I'm actually loving my book, so I'm trying to like set aside as much time as possible to just sit and read it, because I don't do that otherwise during the day. Carter also bought me this candle last week because I was sad. I wasn't sad, I was just having a moment. I think I've just been a bit hormonal and I've got such irregular periods. I feel like my hormones are always just up and down. So I'm just gonna light that. It's lavender. Normally I use my neon diffuser, but I'm liking a live candle at the moment. So then we leave this light off and we just let this room marinate in the sleepy vibes and the candle and the sunset lamp, you know? Nice and clean, ready for the morning. Porridge pan, ready to go. Is it possible to be a morning and an evening person? It has just hit 10. It's literally 10:00. And as soon as I step into this bed, it's like zen. And I feel like because we left it marinating, so when you walk in like fresh, ready to get in bed, it's like everything's set up waiting for your arrival. Today has actually been really lovely because I got loads of work done, feeling super proud of myself in that way. I had an amazing gym session. That feels like it was hours ago. Filmed this video, filmed a nice TikTok, edited my podcast TikToks, which is something that like I put off week on week. And then I got to see a human face. I don't know if you caught what I was trying to say in the clip, but you know how early in Sainsbury's I was like, I'd love some pinballs. Molly was in the shop, she's like, do you want any? Then I was like, I'd love some pinballs. What we do now, if you've seen my tick list earlier, you're probably thinking, you didn't show us you doing that this morning. When did you do that? Lie, pants on fire. We do that now. I used to be very much like, I want this notebook for this, and I want this notebook for this, and this for planning, and this for journaling, and this for whatever, this for goals. But now I just have like one big fat journal, and then one page you'll find like a 4-page cry my heart out journal, then the next page will be a to-do list, and the next page will be like my yearly goals. Did I do 3 things I was grateful for this morning? I think I did. Yes, I did. Oh my god, how funny. I wrote I'm grateful for Molly this morning. And then I went and seen her and I didn't even have plans to see her. Something I do to have a good day every day is I'm a completely screen-free bedroom. And this is something I've done since, I am not joking, the day I moved into this flat. I think I've charged my phone in here, or had my phone in here. I could count on one hand. And it's like after a night out when I come in, I just like sit and scroll on my phone and then I end up going to bed with it. I don't think I've ever actively brought a charger in here. Just when I was younger, I always really wanted to like charge my phone outside the room, but like I wasn't going to leave my phone like in my family hallway or like in the living room or in the kitchen. No one was going to go on it, but like, I felt a bit. So I tried the other side of the room and stuff, it just didn't work. And the day I moved here, my phone, my laptop, my iPad, everything is charging out there. Nothing comes in here ever, and I really like it that way. It's like my little sanctuary. Tomorrow is going to be my first morning with my 6 a.m. kind of wake up call with no gym, so I feel like I'm not going to really know what to do with myself. I'm now going to read my book. I really hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me. I hope I haven't left out anything that I really do every day to try and have a good day every day. I think I've kind of covered all of my little habits that I try and create, and obviously I'm not perfect. To be honest, my last few days have been a down day, which is why I really wanted to get up today and like film this. Really show up for myself today. I show up for myself regardless if I'm sad, but it's so important to keep the habits up even when you're not feeling great, because that's when they slip and that's actually when they matter most. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you take inspiration from one of these. Let me know down below what is one of your like non-negotiable things that you do every day to try and have a good day.